Hello and welcome to the final top 5's video in my top 5 series where I'm updating my top 5 players in each role based on the last year of play, whether they, had a substantial reason to be first place for past performance, within the last few years, consistent success, a lot of different factors going into here. Not just looking at worlds though, which a lot of people do want to do. So, up here I have players that I believe when they go to an international event, they don't look out of place. Or I believe that they wouldn't look out of place if they went. So we're going to go through this, break it down. I didn't write down what my supports were in June on here. I believe it was something effective Carrier, Ming, probably Mako. I think I had Hilly and Core JJ in there, so definitely different this time. Definitely. A couple at minimum are out. So we're going to start this off with some simple subtraction. Core is not what he once was. He is still solid, and I believe if he was on like let's just say hypothetically Core was on Gen G or something, he'd be just fine. So Core is a very good player. But in North America, he's not going to be as relevant. A couple others that we're going to erase here. Lamau, good when he plays, but he has been losing his job lately, so we're going to pull him out. Crisp tried to help Doggo and hold his hand, but Doggo was getting replaced as well, so Crisp is out. I do think Crisp is still good, though. I do think both him and Lamau are still good bot laners. Let's erase a couple more here. Targamas, I think Targamas carried G2. Big time carried Flacket in the bot lane. I do, and I still will say it, I believe Flacket deserves an LEC slot. He should not be backup right now, but Targamas was carrying Flacket's weight throughout playoffs at times and at international events. And I think Targamas doesn't give enough credit for that. World class. Mickey X, I'm going to take him out. He hasn't played in a while at an international event, so it's really hard to gauge where he's at. But we do know historically he has been solid, and he probably similar to Core JJ. If he was on a good team, he's on G2 now, so you'd like to think he's going to go to Worlds this year if everything works out for G2, and Mickey will not look out of place. Will he dominate? No. But I think he won't make a difference. Which, honestly, there are a couple players on here that I think make a difference and aren't just, going with the flow and are solid, like Core, Mickey X, Lamau, and Crisp. So, Hilly, I'm going to erase. I think Hilly, at his best, is a top 5 support. But you are flipping a coin 110% on whether Hilly is going to show up or not. He is the Shy of supports, if you could imagine, like an Western support version of the Shy, essentially. Working through this some more, just continue to subtract. Kale, we do need to see more, but I did really like what I saw out of Kale. Unfortunately, he is alongside a bunch of people that really aren't that good with Sandbox. So he is kind of screwed this year. I don't believe Cal is going to be able to actually take the next step. And if he does, that is even like a bigger deal than just like taking the next step alongside Prince and, an upper half LCK team. He is going to have to drag Sandbox across the finish line if they're going to do well. He is probably their best player right now on paper. We're going to take PP God out. PP God, I think, is a solid player alongside Fodic. He does work down there. A lot of center bot lanes where PP God has to do a little bit more than your average support, and he does it with ease. Obviously, Fodic has a very good center. We talked about it yesterday a bit. And PP God also is 50% of what that win rate is right now for Fodic. So we're down to our final 9 here. I think all these players are really, really, really good. But we're going to have to start erasing some. So Mark is out. I am not a big fan of Mark. I think he's good. But alongside Jackie Love, his job is just to keep Jackie Love alive. And sometimes he can't do that. Jackie Love ends his face-off, and Mark cannot keep him alive. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some people really like him. Going into even Worlds, I don't think I had him. I think I had him behind these guys going into that. Maybe I had him missing behind everybody. It's one of these I did. It was the 4Ms. I mean, you could mix them up. We're going to erase Trimby because we know Trimby isn't in the top 5. I will say Trimby was very impactful at Worlds. He set the tone with his Soraka bot lane in playoffs. He continued that at Worlds. He was establishing a meta that had to be answered in the bot lane with his Soraka. I think people need to respect that. A lot of people won't because he is a Western support, but Trimby did do a lot of work at Worlds that really goes unnoticed because everybody loves on comp. But really, I think Trimby was the majority of why comp had as much success as he did internationally and in the playoffs. Comp did a lot of work during summer split, though. Nothing to take away from him. He played a fabulous year. We talked about it yesterday a little bit, but I think Trimby is the bigger part of that bot lane's success. So we're down to 7. Okay. And the thing is with this, if you notice this board here, because I've got some people that are not too thrilled that I have so many LPL players on here and not so many LCK players, and frankly, I mean, it's whatever. But why is that? Well, if you see here, I've got more LCK supports than LPL supports. I think that the support role in Korea is very talented, absolutely disgustingly talented at the top. These 4 players are cracked, for their own reasons. Life, to a lesser extent. So actually, we're just going to erase him. But I do believe Life, alongside Aiming, very good bot lane. Nasty bot lane. We're about to see Life alongside Viper. That has the potential to be nasty. Life is willing to do some weird picks, similar to Lehens and Barrel and even Keria. We even see Mako set from time to time. Like, a lot of these guys have weird picks that they pull out. Life is one of them. We see Life's Tarek from time to time. Like, it's just things that not everybody can do. And Life is a solid AD carry. Alongside Viper, he is going to be in a position to succeed without a shadow of a doubt. But is he in my top 5? No. He was 7th. Go figure. Now, between the rest of these, so right now I'm deciding between Missing and Mako. Mako is a lot older than Missing is. He's been around the block quite a bit more. Can do a lot more than Missing. But Missing really, really played an exceptional summer split alongside Hope, who was inting his face off. Even in international event, in at Worlds, we saw Hope inting his face off. Missing, trying to keep him alive, but Missing can only do so much. Really taking on a new role as, on a good team after playing on Team World Elite for so long. Missing is a fabulous player. But Mako has the experience. Mako may be out of a job, though, as well. So we have to keep this in mind. DDG, I don't think Mako's been re-signed yet. I know some people, the do and be rumors. We're not talking about them here. But it's a thing to work through. Okay, so with these videos, I've been putting on players that may have a slight bit more to prove, but still are in my top 5. So Missing is going to be there. Missing's going to be there. So let's work through this. Why are the 5 players on there? We just explained why Missing's on there. Ming, obviously super, super talented, alongside Uzi for a long time. has done well alongside Gala, bringing him along. Definitely a big part to RNG's success. Ming now allowed to test the market. Who knows where he's going to end up, and who knows how he will impact things. I think Ming is still a top 5 support, without a doubt. We got the 3 down here. I think Carrier is the best support. So we're just going to say this right now. Carrier is still my best support. I thought he really brought Guma along for the ride towards the end of summer, got Guma's confidence back, and played a big, massive part at Worlds. Carrier is disgusting. He's willing to pull out Camille and Lee Sin Bot, Sejuani support. Like, the guy has no out of bounds when it comes to his champion pool. He has no out of bounds in the way he plays the game. That guy is my second best player in the world behind Chovy. Carrier is freaking disgusting. Now, I'm going to kind of go through these two now. Why are they up there? Lehens is singed, gets him into the conversation. But Lehens also has played a fabulous split. He really established himself alongside Ruler in a big way. Now going with KT, I think he'll be able to continue that with aiming. Lehens has put himself into the top 5 for sure. It definitely... as long as he doesn't pull out the Singed Senna again, we should be okay. Singed is okay once in a while, but the Senna Singed bot lane is dead to rights. Barrel, obviously, is going to be in the conversation for one of the best supports of all time, if not the best support of all time, with his success he's had internationally. In a career that isn't all that long, he has seen success every single season to high degrees. And he was the difference maker at Worlds. He is that Heimer bot lane that wasn't even their idea. It was somebody else's idea. Is actually, I think, a massive reason why they won. Gave them advantages in draft. Teams just could not find an answer to it. But is he the best support in the world? I think that he was the best at Worlds. But I think that he also has some int to his game that keeps him from first place. So, we're going to do this. Barrel is second. Can't ignore the success. Ming is third. Lehens is fourth. And Missing is fifth. That's it. So, comment down below with your top 5. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube member. Later on tomorrow... So, yesterday I did my bot lane top 5. You probably watched it. It's probably popping up on my screen eventually around me, depending on how much I jibber jabber right now. But, I did a roundup last night. Full board of news. There will be another roundup today that might be full of news. We had a lot more news occur over the last 24 hours. I mean, not even last 12 hours since I uploaded that video. So there will be another roundup later today. So keep that in mind. Hit the notification bell down below so you are notified every time I do an upload. I do oftentimes do double uploads. That does happen. I know for a while there we weren't doing them, but when there is content to talk about and do, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to do it. So that's that, and thank you for watching.